What's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Helena Poison and I look a busted mess right now, but it's because I just got out of drag because I did a photo shoot and now I have a gig. Now for this gig tonight, I decided to pull a little bit of a look inspired by the queen, Chappell Roan, the queen of the moment. We love Chappell. I love Chappell. I, like most people on this planet, have done nothing but listen to Midwest Princess over and over and over again. And I was thinking about it the other day, and one of my favorite Chappell looks is when she did Bonnaroo this past year. Insert photos here. This look was everything to me. It was like hospital and like a Club Kid reference, which was super cool. And I got to thinking, I have scraps of both of these colors of latex, and I, during the daytime, craft latex. So I thought, let's do a Chappell look. And then I got thinking again, I'm so smart. I don't know where I get this from. It's like a gift from God or something. But, so, I'm doing this look tonight, and I thought, why not make a video of how I do this sickening makeup. I'm gonna try and recreate this as closely as I can. I'm gonna tweak it like a little bit just to make it more me and within the time frame I have. And yeah, so stay tuned and watch me transform into Chappell Roan, Helena's version. Okay, so I went and put my hair back, I primed, I moisturized, I did my beard block because we've seen me do it a million times. And yeah, I think the best thing to do to start with this look is probably like start with the top half of the face because there's like a lot of eyeshadow going on a white face. So I think maybe we'll start with like this portion of the face and then go in and do the rest of the white base from there because it's pretty clean and it doesn't seem like there's too many like contours and things like that. So let's figure this out. We'll start with the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and do one eye off camera and then I'll come back and show you how I did the other eye. Okay, so I think I've got it kind of figured out over here as far as colors and shapes go. So I'm going to show you what I did. I got distracted and did purple on both eyes by accident. So we'll start there. I took some really bright hot purple and I'm placing that on the outer corner of the eye here, like that. And then I'm gonna take some, I'm using mostly the Norvina Space Palette, what's it called? Volume 6 Pro Palette. I did use some red, but it didn't really do anything. Okay, so then I'm gonna dip into the color, this D5, this like hot berry pink color, and I'm gonna make kind of a blob over here in the outer corner, that. Also, I just put down like a white concealer base over both eyes. So we did some berry there, and then kind of going into the socket of my inner corner here, up onto the start of my brow bone, and just like above here, creating that kind of moment. So like block here, block there, leave the middle, pack that deep pink color. Alright, and then I'm gonna go in with the color next to that deep pink, which is like a kind of like a salmon orange color. I'm just gonna use that to buff out this pink to give it this orangey kind of hue it has in the photographs I have in front of me. That, kind of trying to keep this middle space clear for right now. So we have that. So it's a big haze of color. This looks very hazy, which is fun. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with a small brush and my Trixie Mattel Play Pigment in Game Over, which is the black. And I'm gonna create this halo eye effect thing. So it seems to be like right from the inner corner of the eye up into the socket, filled in a bit like that. And then on the outside, like this kind of shape. And then I'm gonna take my small little brush, just gonna slowly kind of blend that out, but without blowing it out too much. Yeah, I'm just really lightly connecting them here. Just light. Now I'm gonna go in with a fluffier brush, a little bit of black, soft feather these edges a little bit. Again, not blowing it out too much so it takes out kind of like that. And I always like to go back in with my kind of brighter colors from the first, what we put down underneath. Just kind of go over top of that harsh line so you get a really nice blend and it brings some of the vibrancy vibrancy back to the colors. And then at this point, I'm going to take a little bit of C1, which is this little light lavender color in here, and I'm just going to bridge this gap between these two reds with that. It's like just enough color to give it definition, but it's still giving us this nice divide here. And then I'm going to go dip into the white in this palette, the A1, and I'm just going to buff down the middle of that there, and then kind of all the way around here. So we have this nice blend out to a nice white. And then under the eye, I'm actually going to dip into a different palette for this, just because there's not quite the electric blue I want. So I'm going to dip into my Hip Dot MCR palette, the Danger Days palette, and I'm going to go in, this is so used, go into the blue. I love this palette. And then right on the inner corner here, there's a little gap. I'm going to press that bright blue there. It's almost like they chose like neon versions of like bruisey colors, because I think this outfit is, like I said, inspired by the Blood Feast and Party Monster. So we've got that there. Then I will go back in and I'm going to take a little bit of C1 again, that lavender, and use it to just feather out this bottle bit here. I think I also did kind of like that. So for the center of my eyelid, I took the Trixie Play pigment in Player 1, which is the pure white. And what I did was I placed that on my eyelid. When you're drawing your crease line, you always want to do it with your eyes open, looking forward, so you can see how crazy it's going to look when your eyes are open. You don't end up with eyelids up here or eyelids you can't see when your eyes are open. That. Use my finger to tap that out, just like that. And then I'm going to take a little packing brush and some of this white eyeshadow again. I'm gonna set that pigment and really reinforce the white here. And then I'm gonna just take a little bit of that brush I was using with the black earlier. Just fade these edges a little bit to give us a nice shaded effect, like that. And then to finish off the eye without, we're gonna do eyeliner and stuff last, but I'm gonna take some of my new favorite glitter. This is from Vanny Cosmetics, and it is a pressed glitter that you just literally put on and it stays there. So this, you can see it on this eye. I don't remember what this one's called, and the name is not on the bottom, but it's like a silver disco-y kind of color. So I just pick up a little on my finger there, and I'm going to just kind of swipe and press it onto the lid. It just kind of stays where you put it, and it's fabulous. Full coverage glitter, no fallout. I'm kind of obsessed. Stays all night long, doesn't come off. I have nails though, so this is annoying. I need smaller fingers. Let's see and get a brush to get it in this little, look at that. Applying it with a brush too. It's just easy glitter. Some more on this side. No, there's not really any glitter in this look, but I'm going on stage and I'm a drag queen and this is my fucking video and I want glitter. There might be glitter in the photo, but I can't really see. Okay, so here is eyes. Let's move on to doing some more base and maybe get into the blush and contour of it all. Let's do that. Okay, so I've got a little bit of Mayron Clown White here. Oop, ripped the label off. Mayron Clown White foundation. I've warmed it up a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to go and do... Editing Helena here. This foundation did not last at all. Chipped off, disintegrated off my face, and ruined my night. So please use any other white foundation, but this one. Thank you so much. I think what I want to do is kind of do a thin layer and build it up with like powders and things, because in my experience I don't love the way this foundation lies on my skin. This, we can kind of control the shape of our eyeshadow a little bit rounder there. I think I might just use this for the outside of my face and use my e.l.f. concealer through the center, just because it stays a little bit better and the center of my face is usually what comes off first. Or maybe we'll do this as a base all over. Use that powder and then use that. Yeah. Yeah! I'm just talking to myself at this point. Sorry. Okay, so this is just the foundation on. So I got a pretty nice white base going on. It's not really covering in my beard area, but I think after we powder and go back in with white concealer at the end, it'll be a little bit more coverage. But I think we'll start here. I'm gonna powder this so we can do all of the blushing and contouring with all of the fun colors to create. This is gonna be the difficult part of this challenge because I still wanna shape my face the way I do in drag. But in this photo, Chappell's not wearing a ton of like contour or anything like that, and doesn't usually. She loves a lot of blush, she loves big colorful eyes and colorful lips, but for me, I still want to shape and contour my face a little bit, so I'm going to kind of twist this a little and use the same color palettes she did, but kind of give myself more of a contoured moment so I don't look like an egg in a red wig. Alright, so to set my white, I just have some Ben Nye super white powder that we're going to set it down with, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so now we're all set, and I'm going to go in and do some blushing and contouring. I'm going to figure that out. Okay, so I think I figured out some colors that work. So she has this beautiful like tealy blue blush. So I'm going to go into the colors in this palette again. I'm going to use B1 and B4, which is this tealy green color and this bright light cyan color. So we're going to be using those. So I just went in with like my blue eyeshadow brush first. And we kind of just started at the eyeshadow, going out. I learned on the other side that it's better to build it up slowly on the white rather than go in with a bunch of color and then try and blend it out, because it's just a lot harder to get a nice seamlessness, if you know, you know. So I've just kind of created that like blue haze on the top of my cheekbone here from the eye. Now I'm going to go in with that deeper teal color and kind of place that a little lower, like a contour almost, and start blending that up and into this a little bit. And I'm kind of just going back between the two colors with the brush. So I'm kind of creating this little gradient blend of color here that's going to serve as my blush slash contour. That far. Then I usually will take the same brush, go into the white eyeshadow, just puff over top a little bit, just to really make it look nice and pastel. So it's a very, very pale blue. Like that. I'll even dip into a little bit of the super white loose setting powder. Just pop a little bit of that over to help give it a nice blend, like that. Then I use two different blushes here. I've got the Trixie Back to the Fuchsia palette, and I was using this middle shade, which is Moon Boots, the pale purple. Then I'm also using the NYX Buttermelt blush in the color All the Butter, which is this bright Barney purple. Where'd I freaking brush? So just taking a little brush here. I'm going to start off with the Moon Boots and the Trixie palette, which is the lighter purple. I'm just going to start to softly contour the jaw, bring it a little bit up here, and do a little up here around the hairline. I know this is supposed to be an all-white look, but I think without any contour, it's going to look insane on me. So this is just a way to like lightly bring in some shading and contour without using something like gray, which I think would then make it more of like a spooky look and less of a Chappell Roan look. So this is me trying to keep it cute. Alright, now I'm going to go in, so that's like the light kind of contour, and then I'm going to go in with some of this brighter one, the outer edge, get down under the chin, just around the perimeter of this white face here. I also added like just a little bit in the pocket, which really shows you how many different tones you can get out of this blush depending on what color you're putting it over, which is kind of cool because you get like this pinky purple here and then this like cool bruisey purple that almost like does a little contour for you. And then I think I'm just gonna pop a little bit up in here and kind of blend it into the eye, kind of like an Elvira moment. Then I did one half of the nose here experimenting with some colors, but I think what I decided on is that this Moon Boots color actually works as a great kind of contour. Down like that, side towards the middle like I always do. And I did add a little bit of some like browns and peach colors in this side, which I think I'm going to do to the other side too. So it's just a peach and a brown from this palette. And by peach, it's like a bone color. Just kind of shade in the middle of the nose here like that. So then we have all of this. Now I'm going to go in with my One Size Turn Up the Base and Stage White, which is a powder foundation. And I'm going to use a little, one of these little guys. Swirl it in there, get nice amount on here. And then I'm going to use this to kind of cut out this nose a bit. just to get our nose shape here. Still want it to be a really tiny nose, so give her like that kind of moment. All right, and now I almost forgot. I would like to go in with my white e.l.f. concealer and go over some areas where I want a little bit more coverage. Hope to God that this blends out okay, because this is a water-based product going over top of an oil-based product. Hi, sorry, the battery died. Okay, so what I did was I went in and I did another layer of foundation actually, and then I set it all with the Turn Up the Base powder, and refined all of the blushing and contouring. I'm really liking how it's looking. So now I think we go in and do some eyeliner. Now she has rhinestoned eyebrows that are jet black to look like Sharpie eyebrows. I think I am just going to draw them on because I don't have time for that. And I don't have patience for that, and I'm going to a sweaty nightclub, and if rhinestones fall off and they're my eyebrows, then I don't have any eyebrows. So I'm just gonna draw them on for today. Plus I just noticed this morning, and I've been planning this for a while, I just noticed this morning that they were rhinestones and not just eyeliner, so we're gonna just do eyeliner. Yeah, actually, see, in this photo of her halfway through the show, you can see that she's missing all of her eyebrow there because all the rhinestones have fallen off. So we are definitely going for eyeliner, but I'm going to do, now she has a very big round shape. I don't think that's gonna look super great on me. So I'm going to change the shape of the brow a bit, but we're still gonna do pencil thin Sharpie eyebrows because that's the vibe. I need a brush. You will do. All right, now let's take just a random color eyeshadow that's not too obnoxious to map this out. Let's just use you. All right, so I'm gonna start at the eyeshadow. So let's say the brow is gonna kind of start here. Do maybe a shape like that. Yeah, still thin and kind of rounded, but not McDonald's eyebrows, because that's cute, but not. So yeah, I think I kind of like where these eyebrows are. They're still high up and very drag, but they're not McDonald's eyebrows, because for what I'm doing today, I don't think that's gonna be the vibe. I'd like to still look a little not so insane. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna trace this line with the black eyeliner. I'm gonna use the pen first, and then maybe I'll go over it with more of a waterproof one. This is very waterproof, but sometimes for brows it's sketchy. I made that way thicker than I wanted, but I think that's the vibe. Okay, so we're gonna do a bit of fix-up work. I'm gonna take some of this cream white foundation, and I'm just gonna carve under the brow here. It's not going well. Just trying to kind of correct where I drew this eyebrow on a little wonky here. That, I'm gonna do the same to the other side. A little bit thinner there. This brow isn't. Okay, let's see if we can get that to go. Like, you know what, this one has stitches in it anyways. Okay, and then one of the eyebrows has stitches in it, so we're gonna go ahead. That, I think, is fun. Oh, this is fun. There we go. Have eyebrows. Okay, so we're getting a little wild and crazy with the eyeliner because it's me and I'm a super graphic ultra modern girl. We're getting a little crazy with the eyeliner, but that's because I'm just a super graphic ultra modern girl. What can I say? So, using your pen eyeliner, I'm starting on the inner corner here, and I'm gonna do my little inner corner point like I always do. I put a little dot there by accident. It's supposed to go there, but we'll go back to that part. Anyways, little corner point right across the lash line. Not a thick line, but not a thin right to the lash line either. Just like a nice liner base to put your lashes on across here. And then from the outer corner, I'm gonna go up and follow the direction of the eyeliner here. Do a quick far away mirror check to make sure they're kind of the same angle. And we're gonna pull from the corner of that down and connect it to your eyeliner wing like that. Now on the inside, I want to kind of tracing around the glitter and creating a crease line. Connect it right down to the eyeliner like that and connect it up through the hollow inside here. And then we're gonna go right down past our little inner corner wing there, and we're gonna kind of draw like a line in where your eye bag would be, like that. We're going for like spooky glam, right? So I wanted to like take it up a little bit and make it a little bit more like sketchy and fun. So I'm gonna do a few little flicks under my eye to create like some bottom lashes going on. Now this is something, if you've watched my videos before, you know I always do to my makeup. And in this photo, it looks very much like my makeup, but that's because she's wearing like pink eyelashes, like false individual eyelash clusters that are like baby pink on top of like purpley blue, it looks like. Or they might even be a full clown lash on the bottom, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna draw them on instead. So I'm drawing on a few lashes with the black to start. And then we're gonna go in with like a colorful eyeliner and do other ones. But this portion up here, I thought instead of going back in with black and blending it and deepening it, let's just use the eyeliner and almost shade it using like cross hatching or hatching. If you don't know what that is, it's where you kind of create depth and shade while you're sketching a photo by just doing little lines and crossing those lines, kind of like little grids, right? And you cluster them closer together or farther apart depending on how you want it shaded. So I'm gonna kind of use that ideology to kind of fill in the outside here. So kind of by where I've drawn a crease line here, I'm just gonna kind of go make little horizontal lines coming from it out in the same direction as the eyeliner, and then just kind of do those little flicks to shade it like that. And then same on the inside. Kind of like that, and just gives it some more fun. All right, now to do those fun little eyelashes on the bottom. I think I'll start with this. This is the e.l.f. H2O Proof Inkwell eyeliner in the color Lavender Days. So it's like a light pinky purple. So I think what I want to do, so yeah, kind of like draw little eyelashes clusters, but with the purple. Now this eyeliner is very waterproof, so it'll stay really well. But I think what I want to do, just to amp up the moment here, is take a little bit of this hot pink blush. Fuck you. This hot pink blush and a little angled brush. And I want to kind of like press it over top of the eyeliner while it's still a little bit wet to make it pink. I changed my mind. Let's use eyeshadow because it's more pigmented. Palette is the hardest to open. I hate that. Yeah, I really hate that. So, change of plans. All right, so I ended up just doing little like lavender and white catch lights between lashes under the eye because I couldn't figure it out and we're running out of time. So I'm back in with the white eyeliner now, doing all of my little Helena Poisonisms. So I'm basically just going in and doing my inner corner tear duct highlight there, my little ballet swoop on the outside, and then I'm gonna go on the eyelid here and kind of follow this black line, but on the inside of it to create a highlight. I'm so shaky, I'm kind of end it halfway, like right there, just so you get a nice defined eyelid. Go. And then I went right under the brow on this side, but because we have these stitches, I think I might outline them, kind of like that. And then I just did a little white dot in the middle of the little lavender, just to give them that little glowy effect. And then I did my nose highlight with this as well, like I normally do. Now, I think I want to put on some highlighter. I actually think I have the perfect one, this Kimchi Pearl Gone Wild, because it's got like a bluey kind of reflection to it, so it should... Ah, perfect. And it's not changing the white. Oh, God bless Kimchi in this highlighter. She just announced that something's coming out soon for her brand and they hadn't done it in a while, and I really hope that she's releasing a whole line of these formula of highlighters but in different colors because I'll buy all of them. These are amazing. Kimchi, get at me. Let's do something. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this fucking highlight bitch. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's canceled. Do a little on the nose. Do a little between the eyes. Yeah, just this blue reflective little bitch. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Oh yeah. I can't stop, but I won't stop. Okay, I think that's enough. Ugh, stunning. Okay, I want to add a few little more white little highlights just for me. I'm gonna smile, do some little like high points there. Cute catchlight moments. You won't see them as hard as you usually do, but they're still cute. Where on you notice. And then we just gotta do some lips. All right, so now we're gonna do some lips. Now Chappell is wearing like a pinky, it looks really pink in some photos. It looks more purple in other photos. So it's kind of like a purple toned pink, I think. So I'm gonna start off with this lip liner, which I just found. This is an antique, everybody. This is the first run of House Labs in the color lip liner color Drag. Because we're doing what? Drag! Okay, so I'm gonna line my lips. I'm gonna overline them like I usually do. She obviously doesn't, but this is Helena Poison, it's Chappell Roan, so we're overlining our lips. Like that. Alright, so we've got an outline there. Now, figuring out this color here, I think I'm gonna mix my own using the Trixie Play pigments. So I'm gonna use Ringleader, which is like a warm purple, Finish Her, which is the hot pink, and Player One, which is the white. And I am going to do, bye phone. I'm gonna do a little mixology here on the back of my hand. I have to wear gloves tonight. This could be stained. All right, so let's do a little mixing. So let's put down some pink and some purple, and then mix those together and see how much white we want to add. This is why I love these. I can literally make anything, and they're so waterproof. So little pink, little purple. Okay, so that has given us this lovely kind of fuchsia-y purple color, which I think actually we'll put that on first and then layer the white over top of that. Let me find something I can put this shit on with. Let's go back to our trusty angled brush. So I'm just gonna fill in my lip with this color first. You know, kind of this color. And then I think I'm gonna make a light pink. So I'm gonna use a bit more of Finish Her, and I'm gonna use a bit of Player One, the white. That's this moment together with what's left on the brush. Maybe add a little bit of that in there. So we get a color like that. And then for good measure, I'm just gonna put a little bit of Stacy over top in the middle. All right, let that dry, and then I'm gonna Helena Poisonify the mouth with black outline and some white highlights. So just like always, I like to take my black ink epic liner pen. I do the little lines here between the piercings, like that. And then I think I do want to add just a little bit of that white to the middle and blend it in, just to give it some extra dimension. And then I'm gonna go in with my little trusty white liquid eyeliner. This is the e.l.f. one. And just do some little highlights there. And then Chappell doesn't have any beauty mark moles, but I always do some, so I'm gonna add them to this look because it's my look, not yours. It's a little drawing piece. I'm gonna go over these eyebrows with this liner because it's a little bit more waterproof. Okay, those are all on. All right, I think this is pretty much it for makeup. I'm gonna finish up the makeup on my chest, put on some lashes, maybe some contacts, I haven't quite decided yet, get into the look, and then I'll come show you the end result. Oh my gosh, here's the finished look. Got my little latex bubble sleeves, my little turquoise top. Got my red hair, oh, my gloves. I got my little medical gloves to give it the extra moment. Yo. So this is the finished look. This is my interpretation of a Chappell Roan look inspired by her look at Bonnaroo this year. I had so much fun doing this. This was so fun. It felt like painting. I was just like playing with making things look like watercolor. I have a stark white face. I think it's giving Chappell. What do you think? Are you going as Chappell Roan for Halloween this year? Do you know anyone going as Chappell Roan for Halloween this year? Has this inspired you to maybe do a Chappell Roan Halloween look this year? Let me know down below. But yeah, this is the finished look. I'm ready to go be a super graphic, ultra modern girl. I'm ready to go to the Pink Pony Club. I'm ready to be a femininomenon. Anyways, if you liked this look, please give this video a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.